Hey guys, what's up? lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2016 comedy, horror, sci-fi, adventure, Marvel Fox film, Deadpool. Came out in 2016, directed by Tim Miller. Wade Wilson is the one and only Ryan Reynolds. Vanessa is Morena. I can't say her name, but Bassarin? She's in Gotham. She's awesome. She plays Nessa. Weasel is TJ Miller. Ajax is Ed Scrim. I'm just terrible with these names today. Skrine. And then Deepinder is the awesome Karan Soni. Now, I couldn't remember his name. One of the last reviews I was doing. Ghostbusters 2016. Karan, I know. He's done so many different TV projects. So many different commercials. Awesome actor. Deepinder is a perfect character for him. I'm so glad Ryan had that put in for him in honor of one of his friends from middle school. Now, this movie is very important when it comes to cinematic achievements because it's the first of its kind. Why I say that is this is the first film to truly make fun of itself while the film is going on and to make fun of past iterations of a character as well as making fun of the production companies, making fun of the actors playing the certain characters. It's super fourth dimensional breaking. And I remember seeing this in the theaters, what was it, February 2016. And everyone was laughing their asses off at the amount of fourth wall breaking, because you don't really see that. And it was very new at the time. And here we are 3 years later, and a lot of films are actually starting to do it. And we have Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool to thank for that. So the first Deadpool iteration in film from 20th Century Fox, who owned the X-Men franchise before Disney, is currently finalizing the purchase of Fox Entertainment. So X-Men will be now in the Disney family, thanks to the Marvel banner. Marvel Fox did the X-Men and Deadpool series, plural, so far. Ryan Reynolds was cast as Wade Wilson in X-Men Origins when we're seeing this genetic mutated, experimented version of Wade Wilson. He has his sides coming out of his arms for some reason. His mouth is shut. It's a weird thing. Very weird. And everyone absolutely hated that version of Deadpool. They're like, why the hell? Ryan himself was like, why did I sign up for this? Deadpool deserves so much better. And it's funny because Stan Lee was always saying when the character of Deadpool was coming about, he was envisioned as Ryan Reynolds. So it's cool seeing Ryan Reynolds on paper, Ryan Reynolds the actor, Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson as Deadpool. It's really cool seeing that. And it's fun seeing them making fun of each other throughout the way. This film is very scattered plot-wise, in a sense of it jumps from time period a little bit. So you have this whole beautiful bridge fight between Wade and some bad guys, and he says, "Where's Francis? Have you seen this man? Where's Francis?" Hysterical, right? But then we backtrack as to how Wade became Deadpool, how he got the scars. We learn it's from genetic mutating under extreme stress because of Ajax, Ed's character, as a villain. Then we fast forward to the middle time. So the first half of the movie is a back and forth saga, and then the rest of it is just the continuation of finding Francis, having Francis, who's Ajax, taking Nessa, Morena's character, and then there's a battle on top of the ship. You have Colossus, and you have Negasonic Teenage Warhead from the X-Men universe coming into this, and that's it. And of course, Ryan as Deadpool is making fun of it, saying, what, Fox couldn't afford more characters? Stuff like that. It's very entertaining. We see the origins of Deadpool's name, how it's a Deadpool that he decides to get his name from. We have just the comedic actions of Ryan as Wade is super important because he does such justice to this character. Wade is he's the merc with the mouth. And it's nice seeing the comics of Wade being properly portrayed by Ryan on the screen. I have no issues with this film because it was the first of its kind. The second one, obviously, we've talked about quite some time ago, that it was very entertaining as well. We'll see what the third does. Now that we're talking about this now, like I said, Disney's just about finished with buying Fox's properties. So the X-Men and Deadpool franchises are coming to Disney. Now, Fox released a PG-13 version of Deadpool 2 back in December called Once Upon a Deadpool to see how the market would react to a PG-13 version of Deadpool, not an R-rated Deadpool. It didn't do as well as everyone hoped, and then so Disney said at a press conference, I don't remember how long ago, that once they own the rights to Fox and Deadpool, Deadpool is going to stay a R-rated franchise, that they're not going to push Deadpool 3 as a PG-13 film. Now, that's very important because, technically speaking, this would be the first R-rated Disney film for the big screen whenever that does happen. Very important. It's very important to see change in life in general, and especially in the film industry. Without change, there'd be no progress. So whenever the Academy decides to put that the most popular category into effect for the Oscars, then I'm going to be all for it. I cannot wait for that the most popular category to come into play. Because so many of these superhero films that make so much money didn't get enough credit years ago. But Black Panther is evident for this past Oscar season. It won 4 Oscars out of the, 12 it was nominated for? Won Best Costuming, Best, editing or visual effects or something? I don't remember. It was a lot of stuff that they won. And it's important to see because there are actors and actresses who do a phenomenal job with the superhero characters that they have. There are phenomenal editing. There's phenomenal visual effects. There's phenomenal lighting. There's phenomenal screenplay. There's phenomenal adapted screenplays. Because technically all these superhero movies are adapted from comic books. So I'm very excited for the future of the Academy because people are now starting to see the importance of these superhero films. You know, Jon Favreau's 2008 Iron Man changed the game with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And here we are now, 11 years later, having a Marvel Cinematic Universe film win 4 Academy Awards. That's great. That's what the Oscars should be about, celebrating all forms of art, not just the indie dramas that are always created. Green Book won Best Picture of the Year this past Oscar season. And when you have the camera pan to the audience for the audience reaction for Green Book winning, everyone's like, what the? Like, it's just funny. Like, why again is it another white guy driving a black guy winning an Oscar? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. But things are changing. So it's small progress, not giant leaps. We're taking our steps. We have to walk before we can run. I get it. I support it. I am very excited to see what the future of the Academy holds within the blockbuster aspect of film, which makes billions of dollars at the movie theaters. All right? This is why people like to make films, to make money. So you make the films that make money, so you make more blockbusters, etc., etc. Okay. Point of the story, Deadpool, 2016 Deadpool, changed the game for the cinematic film industry. And cinematic and film is the same word, so Hollywood. Deadpool changed Hollywood when it comes to fourth wall breaking, when it comes to making fun of yourself, when it comes to acknowledging the fact that blockbuster films are important, when it comes to pop culture, when it comes to, you need to have diversity thrown into play. Now, again, how is there a lot of diversity within Deadpool? To be honest, there's not. There's a lot of white people running around, you know, as superheroes. And you have Karan's character as Deepinder, as this hilarious character, who then has more of a prominent role in Deadpool 2. And let's see what happens with him in Deadpool 3, etc., etc. Karan has done an amazing job with his repertoire. Not many people talk about him. He is an awesome actor. He's done so many things, and I love his work. He's really, really great. First thing I ever saw him in was The Middle. What was season 4, I think? Something like that. It was the life skills episode when Axel and Sue were in the same life skills class, and Karan is doing some presentation or something like that. And I'm like, ha! I know that guy. He's really tall and he's playing a high schooler. Good for him. Deadpool. 2016 Deadpool. I have a little Deadpool tattoo right on my arm. What are your thoughts on Deadpool? Do you love Deadpool as much as I do? I would assume you do. Deadpool is an amazing pansexual character, and I'm very excited to see him eventually get a boyfriend. Facts. Mucho mahalo, guys.